City of Stevens Point Airport Commission meeting, recorded September 12, 2022.
And on to Airport Commission. And the roll call would be recorded.
Yep, same roll as the other meeting here. I'll get rid of these real quick.
And then on to the minutes of August 8th.
All right, minutes.
Haynes will move approval of the minutes.
Been moved.
Second.
Is there a second?
Second, Nachman.
And it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor of approving the minutes for the Airport Commission meeting of August 8th, please indicate by the sign of aye.
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 Hearing none against, the minutes are approved. And then on to...
May I ask a question about the minutes? Not about the content, but about approving them?
Certainly.
Okay. I always feel kind of leery of approving the minutes if I haven't actually attended the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I didn't
Second it, or motion.
second it or make a motion,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure if I should even be voting on the minutes if I didn't attend the meeting. But any guidance on that?
I think it's very common for people that weren't in attendance to not make the motion or second to approve, but to vote on them, because you can still review them.
Oh, yeah.
And in reviewing them, if there's something that you feel you need to talk about, you can ask that. And certainly ahead of time, if there's something that doesn't seem clear, you can always call up. So I think it's not out of order to vote on them. But, and if you're short on a quorum and only people who didn't attend the meeting are there, it's not out of line to approve them, because the minutes are the minutes, right? Yeah, I think you're good.
I think that's a reasonable position, because like Ray, I wasn't at that meeting either, but we still have some pretty informative minutes, and knowing the highlights, and having been on the commission long enough, know that they do represent things that are discussed and reflect which way things work. So there's a bit of trust involved, plus there is the digital backup of this too, if things get a little out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, whatever, or a deeper concern that the minutes don't reflect what actually occurred. So, minutes are approved, and then we move on to the department claims for the airport for August. There are no questions. Move to approve would be accepted.
So move, Nachman.
Haynes will second.
And moved and seconded. All those in favor, give a sign of aye.
Aye.
Hearing no one against, the minutes of the finance requests for airport in August are approved. And then we need our written and verbal report. Jason, I see on the screen there a while back. There
There he is.
Just two items to add to this month. Just want to recap some of the highlighted bulletized items there. We have the fence project wrapping up, waiting on a few more electrical components for the gates and the connectivity of the gates. At that point, we'll be looking at our wildlife issue a little bit more closely. I have the wildlife representative at the Bureau of Aeronautics and the USDA working on a plan for us and gathering the necessary personnel and equipment to to take care of our wildlife issues here on the airport before locking the fence down. I know I've briefed the commission on that previously, but we're getting closer to a plan, and I'll be sure to keep the commission apprised as we move forward with that plan. And the runway project, which we are in the middle of, it looks like we have to extend the closure. It was due to open the crosswind runway today, but this rain event that we've been experiencing for the last 3 days has delayed that. So it looks like we're going to open up our crosswind runways 1, 2, 3, 0 on Thursday. That's all I have at this time.
Can I just ask a quick question? Are you getting, what kind of feedback do you continue to get feedback about the fence, or has that just really pretty much died off at this point? Or I've had a few people make comments, so I'm just wondering if you're hearing a lot of.
We have plenty of feedback on the fence, and we'll continue. We expect to continue to have feedback on the fence for years to come, at the rate it's incoming at this point. So we're doing our best to explain the reasonings for the fence and how we got to this point. And folks in general are understanding once they're educated as to the purpose of the fence and how it went about, how we went about getting there. But yes, I would anticipate for all of us to continue fielding those inquiries. And if any of the commissioners or any other staff members need some talking points, I have all of them, and continue to develop more as I learn more concerns that the public has about the fence.
I would appreciate, Jason, if you would send me a copy of those talking points. That would be helpful.
Very well.
Thank you.
I think maybe all the commissioners may want to
Sure.
see that, because as May indicated, I too field some questions, history on that, and
Yeah, we can do some distribution of something like that. One thing I'll point out, to these same points, is that there's been a lot of comment, but it's been different from prior to, right? You know, we worked with the residents in East Maria ahead of time, and that was the focus of stuff. The biggest focus of stuff was East Maria. That, from what I'm getting anyway, maybe Jason, you can comment too. I'm not getting a ton from that angle anymore. Now it's more general public, like, whoa,
yep,
there's a fence there. You know,
correct.
And so it's a totally different conversation, but nonetheless, I think that to exactly what Jason said, once you work through the conversation and say, well, here's the timeline, here's how long it was kind of in the making, here's why it's necessary, here's what we went through. It's almost entirely, by the end of the conversation, very well understood. So that's a good thing.
Agreed.
Jason, how tall is that fence? Is it 8 feet uniformly?
The fence is 10 feet with wire, and there's 2 to 3 feet buried for predator control.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions on the written or verbal report? If not, move to adjourn.
To adjourn.
All those in favor indicate by a sign of aye.
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 We are adjourned at 12:45.
12:45. Thanks, everybody.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.